Hi folks, John Gets here, playing Sailaway, the Sailing Simulator. And we're going to continue with the tutorials. Only two of them left, so it shouldn't take too long. Before I get going, I'm going to just point out I'm using a different headset with a different microphone. And this particular microphone sometimes goes a bit wonky or crazy. And I'm trying a different setting, so hopefully it won't, but if it does, my apologies. Bear with me, it's not going to be too bad, it's just going to sound a little bit funny. If you like any part of this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Very much would be appreciated. And if you want to show your support for this crazy old man doing gaming videos, please hit the subscribe button. And if you look in the lower right hand corner, you will see a little icon. To make it that much easier, just click on that and you are showing your support, and thank you very much in advance. So back at the tutorials, we just finished that one in the last video, so let's try jumping into this one and seeing what happens. So trying not to use a metaphor like jumping right in. Anyway, let's click and here we go. So we start off with a lot of noise as it tries to adjust to whatever it's doing. Anyway, so stretch folds. Number one, when you take a piece of cloth between two hands and pull hard, it will stretch in one direction. To see these, you see these long folds appear. Okay? But this is not what one would expect. Where does the extra material come from to make these folds? The weird thing is that the fabric next to the pulled area moves towards the pull. Okay, I can get a sense of what they're talking about. Little creases, I suppose, in the cloth where your fingers are gripped on and you're pulling out on them. Or maybe because you're pulling in the center of the outside edges, the center stretches more than the outside edges. I'm not sure what they're talking about there. Pulling on the sail. Let's translate this to a sail. When you pull hard at the front of a when you pull hard at the front in a vertical direction, the fabric tends to move toward that pull in a horizontal direction. When you pull hard at the front in a vertical direction, the fabric tends to move toward that pull in a horizontal direction. Okay, yeah, I guess so. You're causing tension along this line here, which I would say these arrows should be pointed a little up in that direction, a little down here, because it's stretching the fabric. I think I know what they're saying. Moving the curve forward. This creates more room at the front and less further back. In other words, the curve of the sail moves forward. Okay, I think I got that. It's up and down where I have my mouse here, which tightens it and pulls this fabric forward. Which apparently pushes this curve further forward. Interesting. Not sure how that works with physics, etc., but okay, let's try that. Mainsail. To trigger this effect on the mainsail, you pull the Cunningham and the deepest part of the curve in the sail will move toward the mast. Okay. Cunningham is down here somewhere. Genoa, mainsail halyard. I don't know what the Cunningham is, but you pull on it. And the deepest part of the curve in the sail will move forward. Okay. Foresail. On the foresail, you pull the halyard and or the backstay. This will move the curve more forward, but remember that this will also make the sail more flat. Okay. Okay, remember the forestay is along here. The halyard, that's the halyard? Oh, that's the backstay, sorry, the halyard. I thought that, oh wait, now we're talking about the foresail here. The halyard and the mainsail is down here. But I thought the halyard, I'm lost, sorry. I remind you all that I'm not a sailor, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't know the difference between the halyards and whatever lines there are. But, okay, we're going to pull on the halyard, if this is it here, and or the backstay, I know where that is. This will move the curve, which we can't see here, forward, but we're tightening the sail when we do this, so it's going to flatten out that curve. On we go. And that's all they're going to tell us about flattening, whatever it was we're talking about. Anyway, I may sound like I'm just being sarcastic here. I'm not. This is a great game, great simulator. So, do you want to start the next tutorial, which is about opening and closing the top? And yes, we do. And here we go with this boom boom thing again. I hope I'm wrong. I would say that was a boon, not a boom. But anyway, pull the boom down. If you want to close the top of the mainsail, you basically need to pull the boom down. This is the boom along here. I'm going to pull that down. And if you want to close the top of the mainsail, not sure what they mean by closing the top, but away we go. Vang, it's this thing right here. This can be done in different ways. The first is by pulling the vang. The vang pulls the boom down, which is exactly what we need, which makes sense. It's going to take a heck of a lot of force because it's so close to the mast here. The closer it is to the mast, the more force you're going to have to apply. Right, but we pull it down because we got all these little ropes and jiggers going on. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Pull it down and closes the sail at the top. Vang too, but there's a catch. Letting the vang do all the work will put a tremendous force on the boom and on the mast. Depending on the boat and the material, this may not always be the best idea in strong winds. Right, that's what I was saying, because it's so close to the mast, you have to put a lot of force to get as much motion back here as you want, because you're trying to pull this down. Okay, are we pulling the whole mast down or just this part of the mast? Maybe we're pulling the whole mast down, still applying a lot of force. Okay, we're pulling the whole mast down, I think, or a whole boom down, I think. On we go. Sheet angle. The other way is to change the angle in which the sheet pulls. When this is more downwards, the top of the sail is closed, pulling more sideways. We'll ease the downward pull and open the top. I still don't know what open the top means. The other way is to change the angle in which the sheet pulls. When this is more downwards, the top of the sail is closed. Pulling more sideways will ease downward pull and open the top. I'm sure that means something to people who know what's going on here, but I'm totally lost. Traveler. The angle of the main sheet is controlled by the traveler. Pulling it to the center of the boat or windward will open the top. Letting it out to leeward will cause the sheet to be pulled more downward and thus close the top. It's not going to let me. Oh, it is. There we go. I don't think we're seeing what we want to see here. Or even if this boat is so equipped. Oh, no, this is the boat. Sorry, here we are. Traveler, here. I guess what we're talking about is moving this back and forth. The angle of the main sheet is controlled by the traveler. Pulling it to the center of the boat or windward will open the top. So if we pull this towards the center here by, oops, what did I just do? Okay, I am, here we go. It's off camera right now, which I could turn the camera. Okay, how do I get out of this? By doing that. I think I moved that. I don't know. Trouble is, it takes me, yeah, there it is, see? By pulling that out, I'm pulling it toward the center of the boat. Pulling it to the center of the boat or windward will open the top. So now I don't know what the top looks like. Okay. And we're back. So, awfully loose. Anyway, we pulled the traveler, ladies and gentlemen. I'd just like to point out that we just pulled this traveler. Let's go to the next thingy. Foresail sheet. Opening or closing the top of the foresail is done by changing the angle of the sheet. When it pulls more downward, the top closes. When it pulls more horizontal, the top opens. All right, let's see if we can get up there where we can take a look here. Let's reread this. Opening or closing the top of the foresail is done by changing the angle of the sheet. When it pulls more downward, the top closes. When it pulls horizontally, it opens. So whether you pull that way or that way, this is downward, I'm assuming. And it opens or closes the top of the sheet. The lead car. I think that's lead car, I don't know. The position of the lead car determines the angle. Well, we're in irons right now, straight into the wind. Anyway, the position of the lead car determines the angle of the pull. Move it forward and the top closes. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the boat's doing. Move it forward and the top closes. Move it back and the top opens. But beware that moving the lead car forward will also increase the depth of the sail. Moving it back will flatten it. I don't know, is that the lead car there? Okay. I guess we've finished the tutorials. No congratulations forthcoming. It just disappeared. Okay. There we are. Now, gosh darn, what have we done? And what can we do at this point? So we're back at the helm. We should be able to click this and it should adjust on its own. Okay, we're in irons now, as I said before. So let's see if I can pull off. Okay, here we go. Should start to pick up a little speed here. Things should be less flappy. Listening to all the sounds. Okay. Now it's adjusting the bang again. It still hasn't got this thing here. Maybe if I pull a little further off the wind. We're increasing speed. We're now at 5.4. Yeah, there we go. That was that helm adjustment they talked about way back when. So now we have at 5.6 now, still climbing a little bit. Adjusting the bang. See if I can get a little further forward. Now the foresail telltale is flopping around. Alright, anyway, so be it. that covers the tutorials. Well, I learned quite a bit early on. I kind of lost my way further now down to the end. But right now we're sailing away. And here we are off the west coast of Africa, heading straight into this cluster of other boats. Some of them are light colored, like so. Let's open this up a bit. Do these gray ones mean that these people aren't really logged on, yet this guy here is? I wonder how far away we are from Wolf Runner. And if I pull further around, whether I'd see or not see him, I still don't know whether. Well, we are close to the. Is that the coast? Or is that just big waves? I guess that's just waves. Anyway, I still don't know if you see other boats or exactly what goes on there. But anyway, I guess it's better close this little video down, and I'll try experimenting offline and see if I can do anything, at which point we will come back and play some more. The game being Sailaway, the Sailing Simulator. So, please do hit the thumbs up button down below there and leave a comment. Tell me how much of an idiot I am, because I understand that I am. And please do hit the subscribe button. That would be most appreciated. So, until next time, please do take care.